As chiropractors, we love it when kids choose to play sports. They are well-rounded, aren't afraid of hard work. They get their exercise in, learn how to win and lose, and how to be a team player. So, how can we best support their growing bodies through all of this good stress? If you're like most parents watching from the sidelines, you've probably tried everything to help them perform: strength training, stretching, nutrition plans, even mental performance work. While today's youth sports have kids training harder, competing more frequently, and facing more physical and mental stress than ever before, most coaches and trainers are completely missing the most foundational system that controls every aspect of athletic performance: the nervous system. Even the most talented athletes can be limited when their nervous system is overstressed, dysregulated, and exhausted. It often starts with not only the physical muscle tension and injuries, but also includes sleep challenges, anxiety, getting overwhelmed easily, digestive problems, and so much more. Let's dive into helping your child achieve optimal performance, recovery, and joy in the sports that they love. If you've played sports, you know how all of this goes. Let's understand how the nervous system controls athletic performance. Your child's speed, strength, balance, coordination, and reaction time are all regulated by the communication loop between the brain and the body through the central nervous system. When your young athlete sprints down the field, launches off the balance beam, or steps into the batter's box, these movements aren't just about muscle strength. They begin as commands from the brain and they must travel efficiently to the nervous system, or through the nervous system to the rest of the body. What we found before is that even the most talented young athletes can be held back by this nervous system when it's in overload or out of sync due to what we call subluxation, a physical interference in the neurospinal system. There's three components to subluxation. The first is a misalignment and asymmetry, or how a lot of injuries start to happen. Then we get tension, restriction, and reduced range of motion in those places, and then develops neurological interference. The hidden cause of this injury, burnout, and inconsistent performance is through the nervous system. Through our clinical experience as PX docs, we consistently see that the most common underlying reason that young athletes struggle isn't a lack of effort or talent, it's nervous system interference, dysregulation, and overall exhaustion. This interference occurs when stress on the body from sports training, repetitive motion, emotional pressure, and even poor posture creates neurological tension that disturbs the communication between the brain and the body. When this communication is disrupted, reaction time slows, coordination falters, muscles tighten, and fatigue faster. Injuries happen more easily, and recovery takes significantly longer. When we use the INSiGHT advanced scans to pinpoint the exact stress areas affecting your child's performance, rather than just caring for symptoms like soreness or tightness. Surface EMG scans reveal how effectively the brain communicates with the spine and core muscles, highlighting tension patterns, asymmetries, and compensations that may impair performance and raise injury risk. Then the heart rate variability scans, or the HRV, assess your child's nervous system's ability to switch between stress and recovery, indicating if they're recovering well between workouts or competitions. These measurements provide a clear roadmap for making targeted adjustments that restore neurological function, unlike generalized care plans that overlook underlying performance issues. This is an EMG scan, and it is an extremely common pattern that we see among young athletes who are frequently injured, as the asymmetrical tension and subluxation in the neck and shoulders and lower back and lumbosacral region lead to all sorts of muscular imbalances in the shoulders, upper extremities, and then again in the lower extremities and legs. With this tension and subluxation sitting right in the main neurospinal core, all sorts of compensations, strains and sprains and so forth can be expected. Today's youth sports environment is incredibly intense. Multiple practices per week, weekend tournaments, travel teams, early specialization, constant pressure. It's no wonder that kids are burning out by the age of 12. Neurologically focused chiropractic care enhances a young athlete's resilience by optimizing the vagus nerve and parasympathetic nervous system, crucial for sleep, recovery, emotional regulation, and immune function. Unlike temporary fixes like ice baths or anti inflammatories that just mask symptoms, our approach actually helps the body reset and repair at the root level, creating sustainable performance and lasting health. Parents and coaches, it's time to give your young athlete every advantage possible, not just for better performance now, but for their long term health and athletic future. Your investment is the best equipment. Your drive to endless practices and tournaments, you work on their nutrition and mental game, but if their nervous system is stuck in a stress state, they'll never reach their full potential. And worse, they're at a greater risk for injury and burnout. The difference between a good athlete and a great one is often this invisible advantage, a fully connected, fully functioning nervous system that allows them to perform at their peak, recover quickly, and stay resilient under pressure. At Generations Chiropractic, we specialize in helping young athletes optimize their nervous system function through advanced INSiGHT scan technology and specific adjustments designed for growing and active bodies. We've seen countless young athletes break through performance plateaus, recover faster from injuries, and rediscover their love for their sport through this care. Don't wait until an injury sidelines your child. Get some help now.